I'm trying to get set up here. What's that? Yeah.
Pretty slick.
It's alright. It's a little big.
I'm gonna try it at 5 o'clock.
Okay. It's a big old bike, man, so you have to give it plenty of room.
What's that?
You have to give it plenty of room.
Yeah.
I mean when you turn it. When you turn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes forever to turn.
That's good.
So I'm going to be riding pretty casual here. I think the 750 is a better ride. Or the 1000. This is much more of a highway bike than anything else. But that's what demos are for, right?
Yep.
Alright, so away we go. Just want to get this thing back in one piece. Looks like it's going to rain too. This guy can probably ride my ass off. So we'll see if I can stay up with him. That brunette is killing me. Look at those hips, man. Just big, big hips. Lovely. Lovely hippie. Probably married to one of these guys. Alright, so we want to get this thing back in one piece, man. It's going to be the goal, because this is it's the beast. I don't really dig the Busa. It's okay. It's like a bigger, slower handling 1000, a little bit too slow handling, and the power is like marginally better. You just trade. The seating position is ridiculous. It's like, ugh, completely leaned over. Good plan. No coming right up on people. This guy is going to be a Yahoo. I can see it now. All right, no gloves, no shirt, t-shirts. So this is ABS, and we'll set it in the A mode just for fun. Want it to overheat. Forward, buddy. I'm already having trouble getting neutral. Not want to go into neutral. Alright, so this is its extra 6 inches of forward lean that really makes this a highway bike more than anything else. Our goal is just to stay out of trouble in this thing. Such a tank. But it's a nice looking bike. The good thing about riding a Busa is you never have to worry about having enough power. In any, whatever RPM you're in or at, you just turn the throttle. Like 1500 RPM, just like that. Just throttle a little bit and go. rocket ship is on fucking target. That's a Bergman up there. This is the first bike that's really trying to spit me off the back. You know, I mean, you have to be ready, man, when you get going on this bike. It will definitely slide you right off the back. Shift lever is a little bit high, and this is a dangerous off-camber turn. We got to be really careful here. Just get around the turn. All these turns, I think we have to be careful on, because I just don't want to slide this bike, man, or any bikes out here today. These guys are going to be gone. I don't want to slide anything. So we have to be careful, man. We just have to be careful. Careful does it. I don't want to be sliding these things around the corners. Alright, so I'm apexing the shit out of these corners. Good, slow down. I don't have a problem with that. See, that's not the kind of thing you want to race into right there. Car making a fucking left turn. I think he had signals on. This corner is obnoxious. I can't quite get my gearing right here. Yeah, we could have flown down that one. Trying to find the right gear for these corners, because this thing is a jet. If you're in too high of a gear, it's got too much power at the rear. You're too low of a gear, and I don't want it sliding out on me. Busa likes this road a little bit. It's a little bit better than normally is when I ride it. Not quite as pogo-y as the 1000. That's one corner you definitely have to respect right there, man. I'm sorry. You come up over that hill and it just keeps turning to the left, and suddenly you have an up camber. Negative camber, and it turns a positive camber the other way around. What is it? Anyway, dangerous. The suspension's actually working a little bit better than the Gixxer 1000s. Shut down a little bit and see what happens. I just think these corners are not to be played with. Coming back. Going uphill is one thing. Coming back, they are not to be played with. And notice they get tighter and tighter and tighter as you get in. Didn't do that too badly. What I'm surprised about though is there's no highway riding. Sleeves, no gloves, open face helmet. You gotta like that casual attitude. So I think the real problem with bikes is they're designed for speeds, for ridiculous speeds. It's the real problem. I mean, this bike would be fine if it was a little bit less aggressive position-wise. This doesn't need to be so forward. And the Gixxer 1000 would be a little better if the had a little bit more damping up front. Doesn't need to have damping that low. I mean, it works fine at high speeds. The problem is at normal street speeds, it's just too a little bit, you know, too pogo-y. Whereas this is nice and settled, and it's only at high speeds on rough roads that it becomes a problem. So, paradoxically, I'd rather put up with a little bit under-damped front end at low speeds, knowing that at high, when I'm doing 9/10 or whatever, that I don't have to worry about the thing being over-damped. And this thing, which is proper damping at low speeds, and then it's under-damped at high speeds. See, that's the one thing I like about it though, is you just stick it in second gear, give it a little twist, and woo-wee, let's go. Yeah, nothing violent. Comes on like butter. Let's go very fast. Second gear. I'm doing 50 miles an hour at 4,500 RPM. Second gear. Second gear is an overdrive on this bike. There's a miles per thousands of RPM. 45 and third at 3,700 RPM. Pulling 3,500 RPM. More than enough power. In fact, you could say it's... Alright, so the goal here is to get the bike back in one piece. So we are going to be ultra conservative on these corners coming around the... No bullshit. This is like a fucking Black Diamond run. You just want to get down it in one piece. Knowing that at least, see now, you came around that corner, that car just pulled out just like that, you come around that corner 60 miles an hour, you're dead. It's actually understeering. The front wheel is trying to turn in on me. I think this bike, in an effort to make the steering seem light, they've made the front brake really low, and it does tend to steer, you know, a lot. The wheel tends to steer a lot quicker than the bike turns. It tends to want gas to push the front wheel. Through the turn. I don't care, man. I can catch these guys in the straights. We don't need to worry about going to these corners at Mach 10. No problem catching him on the straights. Just, you know, a slight flick of the wrist, and you're there. I would say that's one of the, it's a very sedate sport bike. You know, it's well mannered at 4/10, 5/10, and you never have to worry about having it in the right gear. It just fucking goes. You twist the throttle and it goes. Those are the two strengths of this bike. You don't need to do any high drama, hard downshifting, twisting like a mad dog. You just need to get it around the corner, get it back in the straight, twist the throttle, and you're right up there. Clutch lever pull is about the same as the Gixxer 1000. Second gear, 30 miles an hour, just over 3,000 RPM. Let's go up to fifth gear. Fifth gear, 35 miles an hour, just over 2,000 RPM. Well, at 2,000 RPM, finally, it's around 2,000. Just there, like a freaking electric locomotive turbine. This is what this bike is really made to ride, you know, just cruising along at, you know, 5/10, no matter what road you're on. Just dial it back a notch. Get where you want to go in one piece. This is what you do when you don't have a helmet on. That first guy is dogging. This is how right. This is how you ride when you're not wearing a helmet. All these things are shuttered over here on the right. So this is past Blue Knob from my house. Blue Knob is sort of up 30, as opposed to coming all the way around 76. It's like you take 30 across and it goes by Blue Knob. So that means, you know, 2 hours away, the most from my house. We're cruising at third gear, 30 miles an hour, 2,700 RPM. And that's what I would call sane riding right there, you know, sane kind of in-traffic riding. wasn't so bad. Just some amount of pressure on my bladder though. You just have to admit you have no pretensions of being a sport writer if you're gonna, well, I don't know, maybe, it's not like it isn't sport writer, but I'd say this is somewhere in the level of a Street Fighter in terms of sportiness. And it'd be nice to see this bike in a 750, honestly, or a 900 or something. Just as the Panigale is now at $8.99. Didn't really want to go in it first. No helmet, no gloves, no jackets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. And we are back in one piece. See, the difference between being too fast and just right, maybe 10 miles an hour. And there we go. There we are.